I heard you say you were going for operational excellence, and you are actually integrated across the whole business, from very operational people, using it to clock in or to put some holidays in it, up until the C-suite. How, for people that are considering implementing Planday, how do you go about in making sure that you integrate a tool like Planday in the most efficient way? Where do you start, and how do you roll out over your whole business?
Sure. I think, first thing first is get a good project lead, whether that's somebody that is within your own business already, that has strong organizational and somewhat project management skills, depending on the size of that implementation. Or if you don't have that person, hire a consultant or hire an expert that can help with this. It's important. It's a huge business decision, because the person needs to be highly organized and understand how to measure success and calculate the ROI of the implementation. But I think one of the bigger ones as well is you really need to understand or get the internal buy-in to understand that, is this digital strategy part of the overall corporate strategy or business strategy? So, will it ensure that initiatives are working towards the same goal and avoid any potential duplication of effort or conflicting priorities? So you really want to understand that, that you have the buy-in from the whole business, and people really need to get behind it, especially your leadership teams. So a project leader or somebody who is ultimately a senior responsible owner for that implementation will help get that buy-in. I think, as I said, success looks different for everyone, but on your project team, you very much need optimistic people who are happy about this. If you have somebody negative on that team, get them off that team. It needs to be very solutions focused, not so much problem focused. And I guess my biggest call out would be, ask the room, what does success look like to you? What do you want out of using, this product? And you may have a payroll manager say, well, we want to reduce payroll errors by 10%. Maybe operations say, we want to be more visible on the floor and reduce admin tasks by 5%. And have success statements for every different person in that group. Execs, we want a clear overview of our costs, and we want easy access to reporting. We want to reduce overall costs, right down to a floor manager. I want my employees to see their holidays. You have these statements, and always revisit these statements. And then at the end of the implementation, if you've managed to reduce those payroll errors by 10% and upwards, then some of the smaller maybe feature requests or development requests that they don't find are working perfectly, or maybe you're on the way to building some of those for them. They'll remember, what was success look like to me? It's not just a small, tiny little feature that maybe I would like to work a certain way. No, I actually wanted to see if this would reduce our payroll errors by 10%. So make sure that what you have, you can measure first, and make sure you're just always coming back to these kind of impact measurements and success metrics.